Is Shiftsmart really a way to find easy gigs you can get paid to do and get paid daily, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael and I love testing new ways to make money. So when I came across this app, I decided to give it a go. And in this Shiftsmart review, I will give you an inside look. I will show both the pros and the cons so you know exactly what to expect and can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not to earn some extra money on the side. So let's start by going over what Shiftsmart is. It is a company that has a lot of clients that needs different small, easy gigs done, and therefore we can join as workers and earn. And as you can see on the website, it says that they have more than 1 million workers in 50 plus countries. They do not say exactly which countries it is, so I can't give you an exact list of that. But whether it's available in your country or not, the only way to find out really is to just try to go to the App Store or Google Play and see if you can download it, because it is an app you need to download to be able to apply for the different tasks. When you're on the website, however, you can go to workers and you can read more about the different options. You see you need to download the app there, and then there's some different options you do. I'll show you inside the app in just a second there. But these different work opportunities, you see, there are store associate, there are retail auditor, a tech product tester in some countries, or survey caller. Just be aware that these are not all available in all countries. For example, like where I'm available, or what Shiftsmart is also known for, is mystery shopping jobs, and that's what's available where I live. I don't have any of these options available, and that's just something to be aware of. Maybe you've tried some of these other options, then I would love to hear from you. Share your experiences in a comment below. That would be great. But what I will be focusing on is these mystery shopping jobs, because that is what I have access to through the app. So I will now just log into the app and then I can show you how it works. So I have now logged in to the Shiftsmart app, and it's very easy to use. And there's only a few things that you actually really need it for. First, when you come in here, you will not be able to get access to see the different shifts, because you first need to do what they call an onboarding. But basically it's a small training video. That was what it was for me, where it talked about mystery shopping jobs. That is what available where I lived, as I explained. So it took maybe like 2.5 minutes to watch the video, and then there were a few questions for it. And it is actually really super easy, because this test you need to do also, you can't fail, because if you answer wrongly, it just gives you a chance to just choose the right one before you move on to the next step. So you can't fail the test, but it's just to make sure you understand exactly how it works. So that's the first thing you need to do. And then you can go and see a list or a map to see which available shifts you have. Right now there are none really for me, but you can go to map, and the thing is you can scroll around, or you can search for your location, any city or whatever. You can scroll out, you can move around, you can even move to like other parts of the world if you want to scroll out completely there, and then you just click to redo search. In this area right now, when it's this big, it won't really show much. This is the idea of it. You just write your city there, and then you just scroll out a little bit and redo a search, and then you get a list and you see what you can apply for these different mystery shopping jobs. So how do those jobs then work? Well, you will get a description. You will be told which job it is, when you need to be there, like within a certain time frame, what you need to do. You don't necessarily need to buy anything. What it often is that you need to come and ask questions, because different stores are using Shiftsmart to help them evaluate the service, so they can make sure they provide good service by basically testing the employees. So you get a task, you need to ask about certain things, you need to do something, and then you go there and ask these questions. You cannot reveal, of course, you are from Shiftsmart or that you are a mystery shop or anything like that. The store assistant is not allowed to know that. You just have to pretend to be a real client interested in stuff there and asking questions. And then after that, the same day you need to reply to a short survey to give the feedback about this, and they can use this to improve the service in the stores. But to prove you've been there also, you need to check in when you arrive through the app, so you need to use the app for that. And also you need to take a selfie in front of the store so you can see, or they can see, that you have actually been there. So that's the couple of things you need to do. But other than that, this is basically what you need to use the app for. One more thing you need to use it for there is that this is where you also deal with the payment method. So you need to click that to add or set up the payment methods there. But let's talk about the payment methods a little bit later. First, let's talk about how much you can earn per mystery shopping job you do here. So how much you can earn per mystery shopping job, that really depends on the job. It does vary. From what I have seen, it was somewhere between $20 and $30 per job, which is definitely not bad, but this can be higher, it can be lower. That depends on the job and it depends on the country you live in. But one thing you need to remember is that it's not just about that, because it also depends where you live. It's just around the corner. If you're out and about any ways and you see it, oh, there's a store, let me just go there, then it doesn't take much extra time. But if you have to get into your car or take public transportation and pay for that, you have to go there, then suddenly it can be something that takes maybe 2 hours and you have to spend money on transportation. So you really have to calculate whether you think it's worth it for you or not. That's just something that sometimes people forget to think about before they start, and then they get a little bit disappointed when they get paid afterwards. And speaking of getting paid, of course you need to know how and when could you get paid. So let's talk about that next. So if you go to the FAQ section of Shiftsmart, you can see that the payment method they're using is Stripe. And Stripe means that you will get paid directly into your bank account. And that's what you need to add inside. You need to add a card information so you can get paid into your bank account there via Stripe. I think it's a really great way to get paid. I showed you inside the app where you need to add that. So definitely a great payment method. Of course, it's great if they have offered several options, so they are for different preferences. But personally, I think this is great. And they also here, as you can see, for most roles, they send payments daily. So sometimes it can take 1 to 3 business days before you get it, depending on your bank. But sometimes they also offer this instant pay feature. So they do pay quite fast. I do like that. You can get paid in cash. So those options are definitely great in my opinion. So to sum it all up, Shiftsmart can be a fun way to earn a bit extra if you like these mystery shopping jobs, but whether it's worth it or not, that really depends where you live. Because if you live in an area where you can find a lot of different tasks, and the only way to really find out is to join and then check inside the app, then it can be a fun way to do a little bit extra. But if you have to chase around for these different jobs and spend money and time doing that, then you will find it very hard to even make a profit. So that's something to consider. So it basically mainly comes down to where you live. But if you want to do mystery shopping jobs, it can be a good idea to join several options. I have also a video and more information about mystery shopping jobs. I will leave a link below so you can find other options also, because then you get more opportunities potentially. But in general, I would also recommend that you use options where you can earn in flexible ways from home, because that is just so convenient. I know that I've tested hundreds of different ways to earn online, and there are so many great opportunities where you can do it from anywhere and where there are more options, because mystery shopping jobs can be fun. It can give decent rewards or salary per task, but it just usually they're quite limited the number of tasks available. So that's just something to consider. I will leave links below to different options so you can find more info about ways to earn in flexible ways, so you can find the ones that are right for you. But Shiftsmart is a legit way. You can get paid daily, you can get paid in cash. Those aspects are definitely great in my opinion. And I hope this video helped you figure out if it's for you or not. And if it did help you, make sure to hit the like button. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time there's a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.